Echinoderms. What makes echinoderms unique? What makes echinoderms unique are that they are one of the most diverse groups of marine invertebrates. They play important ecological roles from the near-shore environment to the deep seas. All animals in this phylum exhibit spiny skin. What are some key identification features of echinoderms? Some key identification features of echinoderms are that they have a true column. Their bodies are uniquely shaped. It can be star-like, elongated, or spherical. Their bodies are unsegmented without a head. Their tube feet help with locomotion. Their brain is absent, but a nervous system is present with a nerve ring and radial nerve cords. Their sense organs are poorly developed and include tactile organs, chemoreceptors, and terminal tentacles. Lost parts of echinoderms can also be regenerated. The water vascular system of echinoderms are very unique. Respiration occurs through their tube feet and gills. Their body cavity is where this distinguishing water vascular system is. Their unique circulatory system accounts for the gaseous exchange, circulation of nutrients, waste elimination, as well as locomotion. It has a central ring canal and radial canals that extend along each arm that circulates water. The madreporite is a structure on top of the body that is responsible for regulation of the water in the water vascular system. Echinoderms find food by filter feeding, as well as being scavengers and grazing on various micro and macro algae and corals. Their bodies are covered with spicules to protect them from being eaten by predators. To also avoid being eaten by predators, they are good at hiding within holes in corals and rocks, as well as burrowing in the sand. Other adaptations for survival are that they have adapted to live in various ranges of water temperature, depths, movement, and with the different organisms in their environment. They have also learned to cover themselves with surrounding objects in order to protect themselves from predators. Echinoderms find mates by commonly fertilizing externally. This happens by releasing the sperm or egg outside in the open water to then be fertilized by a nearby mate. With echinoderms, sexes are separate. Sperm and eggs are propagated into the water column. They are capable of asexual reproduction, but the most common way they mate is through the division of body parts or body sections, which is called fragmentation. Child rearing occurs when the larvae settle offshore and then migrate toward the intertidal region as they mature. Some species have a breeding season where they congregate to increase the chances of fertilization. Often, echinoderms will leave their eggs and provide no parental care to the eggs. An interesting fact is that some of the breeding seasons are affected by lunar cycles and the cycles of the moon. There are 5 classes or suborders of echinoderms. The first one is Crinoidea, which are sea lilies and feather stars. The second class or suborder is Ophirioidea, which are brittle stars and basket stars. The third class or suborder is called Asteroidea, which are sea stars. The fourth is Echinoidea, which are sea urchins. And the fifth class or suborder and the last one is called Holothuoidea, which are sea cucumbers. Echinoderms interact with their major marine habitat by helping to keep algae growth down, by providing food for other organisms, as in allowing themselves to be eaten by other larger organisms, having symbiotic relationships with other organisms, filter feeding and cleaning the surrounding water of their environment by filter feeding. Echinoderms interact with predators by hiding from them and having spicules to protect them. Hiding as in hiding in holes in corals, hiding in rocks, burrowing themselves into the sand, as well as collecting and gathering surrounding objects and hiding in those. They interact with prey by being scavengers and eating off of the seafloor and by filter feeding. Sea stars are symbiotic with sea turtles. This is one of the many symbiotic relationships that echinoderms have. So the sea stars will live on top of the sea turtles, and the sea turtle backs or shells will provide food for the sea stars, and then the brightly colored sea star will scare off the predators of the sea turtles and help the sea turtle be protected from predators. Another symbiotic relationship of echinoderms are that purple sea urchins have a symbiotic relationship with small grooming organisms that live in between the spines of the sea urchins.